So I'm here with Stéphane Tortajada, Group Head of Finance and Investments at Électricité de France, or EDF.
EDF, hello.
Hello. My first question is, in 2013 to 2015, the hybrid bond market in Europe reached record levels, but it has disappointed since. As a leading issuer of hybrids yourself, what do you think drives issuance volumes in this market?
I think back to basics. An hybrid bond, it's a subordinated bond. So it's a high beta product. At the end of the day, it works well in a very bullish market or at least a stable market. 2018 was a bit disappointing in terms of bond market, especially at the end of the year. So that's why we have not seen a lot of issuer. Second point, it's really a product for large issuer because your portfolio of subordinated bond, which will be much less than your senior bond. So it's only for large issuer, it's not for all issuer. That's why I think we will not see a very huge volume of hybrid bond coming, but very stable volume maybe.
And just on that subject, how much of a driver has been low interest rates?
I think it helped, but at the same time, it's a very volatile product. So the spread has been extremely volatile. We have seen in average between 150 and 300, which is a large change. So basically, I think, again, in a very bullish market, and if we have quantitative easing coming again in Europe, we'll see more and more hybrid bond for sure.
Capital Markets Union was one of the top priorities of the previous Commission. One of its objectives was reducing the reliance of corporates such as yourselves on the fragile banking system. Have you seen any tangible benefits so far?
I think for large issuer, we mainly rely on capital market. 85% of our funding is on capital market. And today, the real effort should be made on small and medium company. But for small and medium company, I think there is inconsistency between the regulation, for example, MiFID, and the effort by the European Commission, because MiFID kills the access to capital market for small and medium because, for example, they don't have access to research because it's a question of cost. They don't have access to all the capital market infrastructure. So I think for the new Commission, the clear message is to have more consistency between the rules, the regulation, and their effort to give a better access to small and medium company.
You are responsible for the French state's nuclear decommissioning fund. Given the long-term and uncertain nature of the liabilities and the presumably very low risk tolerance, what is the optimal capital allocation for a fund such as this?
Today we have 30 billion euro in the fund. We have a very long duration. Our duration is 25 years. And so we have decided to allocate between equities for 40%. So we are happy to take equity risk because of the duration. We have 30% of bond products being rate or credit. And in this market, we prefer credit, obviously, because a lot of sovereign are yielding zero or negative. And we have also some alternative asset pocket for 30%, being private equity funds, being infrastructure, being, for example, real estate, or any other alternative product, because we think that having some product not correlated to the volatility of the listed asset, it's also a plus when you have the time, and the good duration gives us the time.